guys. What's up, everybody? Go Lions. Go Lions. There's my little kitty. Hi, baby girl. Hi. Meow. Oh, no. Go over there. Morguna. Morguna. Hey. Oh. You guys scared Morgan away. Hi, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to the weekend. It is Friday. We're having ourselves another little party here on the Optibotimus channel. Hello, Carlos. Good to see you, my old friend. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper. Werewolf. Oh, Werewolf, what's up, my man? How are you, buddy? Stacy, hello, sweetheart. Good to see you. I don't know if you saw my post on the Discord. That luckily my Thundercracker and Skywarp have not started discoloring. Julian, hello. I thought we were going to die from the pumpkin bomb. You know what? I absolutely love that thing. The video, if you guys haven't seen it, just went live. I posted it right away because I tend to like try to stick to a schedule, but when I don't have any videos, I should just post the video live or as soon as I possibly can. DJ, what's up, buddy? How are you? Look at that. Another live stream just for you. Not watching the Mike Tyson fight. You know, that Mike Tyson fight is the stupidest thing. There's unless it's rigged, there is literally no reason why one punch from Tyson should not knock out that what was his name? Jake Paul or whatever. Like, I get it if Jake Paul starts moving fast, you know, like if his feet are going, because Tyson's old. He's wobbly. He's not going to be, oh, there's a baby girl. Pepperoni. Or not. There's no reason why he shouldn't be able to dance around Mike Tyson. But all Mike Tyson has to do is hit once and he's done. Seriously. It's a joke. Pokemania. It's going well. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Fire Truck, hello. Let me guess. I'm not watching the fight on Netflix. I am not watching the fight on Netflix. You know, but Stacy, one thing that I will say is that, especially where you showed it, and not even just like the forearms, you showed like the joints. It's clear that that's a problem. And I think that it'll eventually affect a lot of people's. So very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Werewolf, and you hit it right. It's shitty of Hasbro to use cheap ass material. I literally was just rearranging some figures on my Decepticon shelf, and I pulled up my Shockwave, which is discoloring. And I tried to move his legs, and it gave that really bad, like, terrible squeak that I'm like, this is going to break at some point in time. And it's quite unsettling, because I can't imagine we're going to get another Shockwave at some point in time. I need to turn my my phone off. Sorry. So it sucks. Because it's almost like it's GPS in terms of, like, once it discolors like that, I feel like moving it, and I'm hearing the creak as it's doing. It's like it's not a smooth rotation. It's like as it's rotating around. That's gonna make the plastic break 100%. So it pisses me off. Life is great. My wife has gotten all those new Street Shark figures, and they scale great with the Super 7 Turtles. You know, Street Shark I was never into. I kind of thought it was neat. Never got much into it. I am tempted to kind of dabble into the Toxic Crusader stuff. I see Toxie at Walmart from time to time. I really liked that show too as a kid. Super 7 has done a lot of good stuff. The Turtles, though, I'm not the biggest fan of their Turtles. I mean, I appreciate what they did in terms of taking like an updated look at the toys, but don't care that much. You've been wearing the same underwear since October. Fire truck, that's disgusting. I was starting to watch the new review when I got the notification you were doing the live. Well, Stacy, that's fine. Watch the live. Go back then later on and watch the review. Looks great with Roadbuster and Topspin. There you go. Hello, Paradigm Prime. Hello. And picked it up from Toy Arena. Ugh. Toy Arena, the owner of it, I'm not the biggest fan of. He lives out here. I've met him several times. He's kind of a dick. I mean, you're right. You're right, Stacy. I mean, it's really unfortunate what Hasbro's done in terms of. I mean, I get what they're doing. I mean, I understand it, right? It sucks that this has happened, but prices on everything are going up. So what they're doing is they're trying to keep prices a little bit down by using cheaper materials. Those cheaper materials, though, suck. So it's very unfortunate. Bought the new Transformers vinyl albums, and they're coming today. Ooh. I'm not a very big vinyl person, but those are kind of collectible-ish, so I dig that. I'm so happy for my copy. The complete series of G1 finally came in. Oh, since late. No, well, wow, that's a long time. No, I mean it was never something that I noticed on it. It happens, in terms of toys getting kind of like misassembled. Go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. I'm happy with them. The NECA stuff is good too, but I think Super 7 will do more of the Playmates figures like they did with Scratch and Mutagen. Yeah, see, I think that Super 7 has done a ton of the toy for versions of the Turtles. My thought process is I would just prefer to have the original vintage ones. No, Skit. We've only been going on online right now for like 8 minutes. Yeah, post some pictures, Stacy. I'm curious. Hello, the Tomsters. Hello. Ugh. What do we got? We got 18 people in here, but only 9 people have hit that like button. Don't make me come and find you. I tried to get the cats here. I wonder if I can lure some of the cats. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see who I can get. I have to go to TikTok. No, don't want to listen to that. All right, we gotta. Here's what's gonna happen. I gotta do a search for the cat. Oh Jesus. Cat. Why is it you may like Jake and Logan Paul, Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour? Why the fuck is that the stuff that they think I would like? That's so dumb. Cat meows. Okay, here we go. Ready? All right, let's do it. Wait, that's not. Let's see who I can get. Oh. She wins. Hi. Morgan. Yeah, show us your butt. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. She really is the most social of my cats. Like Pepper and Max just kind of do their own thing. She like wants to be involved. The new pseudo series Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. I mean, it looks good. Even reviewers occasionally miss things. Yeah. You're 100% right. Sub-Zero! What's up? The one and only Optimus Prime. Why did I read it like that? I'm dumb as shit. What's up, Sub-Zero? I agree that the originals are always the best. Oh, and I think 3-year member. Look at you. Look at you. 3 years. You know, the channel member Sub-Zero too. You know, the channel members that have lasted for a good long time. You guys are amazing. Um, I can't thank you guys enough for that, monthly contribution, whether it be like $2. I think that's like the minimum, all the way up to the Titan class, which is I think like $50. You guys are superstars. I can't thank you guys enough. Random guy. Hi, random guy. What do you think of the studio series Q? Again, I don't know. Until I get these things in hand, it's really hard to tell. I mean, they look good, but looks can be deceiving. My cat just yawned and went back to sleep. What? I don't know what she's doing. Morgan. Morgana. Morgana. Oh, there she is. Hi. Look how cute she is. Oh my god. So precious. You're so precious. You're a precious baby. She's so cute. I'm gonna spring a bulkhead, see how they look with Leadfoot. There you go. You know, look at Stacy showing off. Stacy's showing off that she's been a Titan member for almost, next month will be 50 months. Jesus H. I was going through looking at like the figures that I'm going to be selling. Again, if you have any interest in the Rise of the Beast figures, let me know. But I was also looking at what do they call the Earthrise? Was it alternate universe? Optimus was basically a dead Optimus Prime. I'm probably going to sell that. I haven't looked it up. So if anybody is interested in buying that, I haven't looked it up or anything, but I will probably be posting that here shortly. Because my display of the after 86 movie figures, I need to condense it more. And I have Optimus Prime's trailer and Optimus Prime laying dead, and then all the Autobots around him that were in that scene. It takes up too much space. I need to, spread things out a little bit more and get more figures on there. But you got to believe that with the Studio Series 86, which I just got in the mail today, which I'm super excited about, you got to believe they're going to do a dead version of Optimus in that, from that mold, right? Or at least like a heavy battle damage one. Maybe not necessarily like a grayed out version, but like what they did with the other, like with Ironhide, Prowl, Ratchet, Brawn. They're gonna remold body parts on them, and you will be able to use it as like a dead version where he's laying on there. They might not do a gray version, but that'd be cool. Do ship Lionel and Chitara? What? What are you talking about, James? The Titan class membership is about $70. Oh God, I never even thought about that conversion, Stacy. What you're doing is phenomenal. And then the other thing, and I haven't touched on it because I don't know if you want to, but what you were talking to me about, like offering to me, is amazing. I'm so grateful. Larry, what's up, Larry? Hello, old friend. Good to see you. I feel like I need to change the picture of Max to that little shit because she's around a whole lot more. Max, I do know 100% where he is. He's in a box. It's his box. It's been there for months. I have not gotten rid of the box. Um, he loves sleeping in the box. It's his box. The Planet X Insecticons, those are cool looking. As in, do you ship them? What do you mean? Do I ship them? What do you mean? I'm not understanding. Well, Stacy has been extremely generous to offer. I don't even know how many it is. There's half a dozen, 10 figures or something that she has been gracious enough to offer to me, to give to me. I'm gonna get choked up. I've had to sell a lot of the figures that she's gonna be saying. So like, there's like a dozen, 10, or I don't remember how many it is, but it's a bunch of figures that I've sold to pay bills, things of that nature, get my head out of back out of the water. And she's kind enough to have a lot of them and offer to send them to me. And just I'm incredibly grateful for that. That is amazing. Stacy is the goat. Stacy's the goat. There's Skint showing off Maximus. Tarn, thank you. I appreciate that. Ripley's probably hiding from you. Seeker, what's up, my friend? Are you a fan of Demon Slayer? I don't know who that is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a person. I don't know if that's a game. I don't know if that's a. I don't know what that is. But a lot of stuff has been kind of really going around. I mean, I'm slowly getting things straightened out, and it's I'm very grateful for everybody, like all the channel members, you guys watching videos. If you're not able to become a channel member, that's perfectly fine. If you can, fantastic. Like I said, $2 all the way up to $50, whatever you want to do. Like that is fantastic. I absolutely greatly appreciate it. If you can't, and you just want to watch my videos, that's amazing to do as well. So I can't thank you enough, regardless of what kind of support you're able to do. I look very white because I'm wearing a white Lions shirt. Go Lions. Um, so absolutely grateful for all of your guys' support. There's almost 30 people that are in the chat room right now or watching, but there's only 19 likes. Again, make sure if you're coming in, hit that like button. Super amazing. Um, all the support that you guys do, and what Stacy's doing is phenomenal. Um, so it is, like I said, there's slowly getting, my health is getting better. I feel better. Um, I go in for my EKG tomorrow morning, so I'll find out more about how my heart is looking. If you don't know, like 2 months ago, Talon, you son of a biscuit. How are you, my friend? Um, there's so like 2 months ago, I had my heart attack. Um, and the I had went in, got my checkup. The doctor, like, I just basically talked to him, and then he scheduled an EKG, which I'm doing that tomorrow. So nervous. And that's why I mean, I kind of wanted to get on here just to kind of talk to you guys, just get out of my head, because I'm sitting there. I just ate dinner. My neighbors, who are amazing, uh, they're they're um, they're Hispanic, and they made some mole, and brought it over to me, and I'm like, oh my god, you guys are so nice, and like super kind. I feel like right now, and I'm getting emotional again. Again, I posted this on Twitter, and there's 2 months ago, I had the heart attack. I could easily not be here right now, and in 9 days I will be celebrating my birthday. So I really need to stop looking at like the negative aspect of things, and realize that my life is getting better. I'm making sacrifices. I'm selling things to make things better. and get my head above water. And it's a situation where, like, I need to look at the stuff that's around me. I'm like, all of you guys that are here, 30 hours, we hit 30 people in here. Nice. Oh, it dropped back down to 27. All of you guys that watch my videos and support me and just want to hang out with me, I need to feel grateful, and I need to feel that love. And you guys are amazing. My neighbors coming in like, hey Paul, here's some mole for you. I mean, it's amazing to me. My dad passed away in, when was it? 2001. He passed away in 2001. So 23 years ago, my dad passed away, and he died at 48, and I'll be turning 46. So, I mean, I definitely, there's like, I'm almost as old as my dad when he died. And I had a heart attack. He died of a heart attack. And I had one when I was 45 years old. So my dad had one and died. I had one when I was younger than he was. So I'm eternally grateful for all of you guys. You got me a Revenge of the Fallen Prime head? Oh, that's awkward. Stacy does have a YouTube channel. She posts things on there from time to time, which are good. I mean, I know Sam Kinison. I want to say that I was a fan of his, but I know Sam Kinison. And that, and Stacy, that means so much to me. It really does. Because all of you guys know how difficult it has been for me to sell these figures. Talon, take your time, my friend. Don't stress out about it. Take your time. That's perfectly fine whenever you can, if you can. You've been watching since you were 7. You're 23 years old now. See, that's amazing to me. Thank you so much. A lot of the Planet X figure skin are really well done. So their Omega Supreme was amazing. Always look on the bright side. You are right, James. By the way, Paul, I put Hound next to Leadfoot. There you go, buddy. There you go. Yeah, but Stacy, you're not taking pot shots, because a pot shot is something that is not warranted. What they're doing is warranted for you to criticize them. It's not a pot shot. It's a criticism. Thank you, Pringle Man. That's perfectly fine. You watching the videos, like, even if you can't buy the figures, again, watching the videos does help. It all adds up. JBW started watching when we were 7. You're 24 now. Oh, thank you for watching the Hot Toy reviews. I have not been able to do many of those, just because they got a lot more. I mean, there was a lot more of them, and the prices on those continuously went up. I used to have the deal with Sideshow where I got a discount on them, which helped out a lot. But when I cut ties with Sideshow, and I cut ties with them because they were dicks, I stopped reviewing them as much, because, number one, I wasn't getting the discount anymore, so I was paying full price for it, which I was only getting a 25% or 20% discount, something like that. So it knocked some of the price off, but it was difficult to do. So I had to wait for, like, Big Bad Toy Store to get them in. Just saw your last short, and I love the pumpkin bomb to my face. Well, hopefully Triceratops, you forget that too. Joel is to stand in for him since. Yeah, that's yeah. Ugh. What the Hot Toys Gambit looks like? I mean, yeah, if they do one. I did just see that Hot Toys, and I don't understand this. They announced the Batman Returns Bat Missile, which is cool. It was only there for like a minute, but the pricing seems ridiculous. I remember paying pretty much that price for the original 1989 Batmobile. There's no reason why that one should be the same price and half the size and doesn't come with any accessories. Are you going to review unique toys, Dumb and Dumber skids and Muffin? No, I don't buy a lot of third party stuff, Zeta. And again, a lot of that is because of how expensive it is. Thank you, Pringle. Which, by the way, I love Pringles. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, yeah, Stacy. Like, I mean, I don't know if a lot of people are. You like Lego. You should do those. I know a lot of people do them, but I think that there's a market where people would want to watch it. I would imagine. So the nice thing that so they recently just announced that they are doing a Deadpool that will be coming with a unmasked head, which is the first time that they've done that. Which that's going to be cool. I don't know a lot of people that are going to display him like that, but I think it's cool that they finally actually got it. American Tail. Oh, Stacy, yeah, you should do that. I'll watch those. I love American Tail. I still have the original Fievel stuffed animal. We'll know the pumpkin bomb wasn't. Yeah, it. I mean, I hadn't. I mean, I didn't really expect too much of it. Um, I mean, it's $40, so it is a pricey bit, and it's small, but I think it's cool. I like the fact that there's that motion sensor, where you can throw it or like impact maybe. Um, I like that. That puts a lot of playability into it. Um, I can't wait to get the helmet. That's going to be fun to have. I already cleared out a space above my television for that. I have floating shelves above my TV, and I cleared out a space for that, which is going to be fun. Left foot's arm just right, hitting his belly. Oh, there you go. No, agreed, Zeta. I mean, but $60 is like kind of like three or two or three deluxe figures. So if I'm looking at it, I mean, I can get two reviews out of buying like deluxe figures or one review out of doing that. And I don't know how many people would watch a video on that, honestly. So, oh, Devilman, 100%, 100% getting that new Studio Series. I sold my Combiner Wars one knowing that they would be coming out with the Studio Series one. Oh, Land Before Time would be so cute. I still have the original. I want to say they're McDonald's toys of Land Before Time. Good night, Tarn. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Stacy. Do some get some, like Lego reviews up there. No, I understand, Zeta, and I appreciate that. Bluey fan, what's up? How are you, Jason? You taught me how to transform all my Transformers when I was growing up. Every new one I got, I'd go and make sure you had a video. Oh, thank you so much. You were a month old when Land Before Time came out. I'm trying to remember. Siri, when did Land Before Time come out?
Land Before Time was released on the 18th of November 1988.
18th of November. It's almost the anniversary. Oh, I need to watch that movie. 1988, I was 10 years old. The oldest figure that I own? I mean, my GoBots are pretty old. I mean, I don't remember when this came out, but this is a pretty old figure. I have a G1. I don't have a lot of G1 figures anymore. But things like that. Werewolf, you're that much older than me? I didn't know that you were that much older than me. Happy Friday to you too, Bluey. I absolutely love Land Before Time. I never really watched the sequels for it. But everyone talks about, like, if you grew up in the 80s, you grew up being traumatized by a lot of things. Optimus Prime died. The scene where um 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 Littlefoot's mom dies. If you watch Neverending Story, or Atreyu and his horse, that scene fucked me up. Lot of different things going on that, as growing up in the 80s, you were traumatized. I tried putting the small guns into the vehicle mode, but they won't go in since you had them in his arm. Oh, well, that's where they're supposed to go. They're supposed to go in his arm. Turned 53 in December. God bless you, my friend. SpongeBob cake? I haven't had a birthday cake in quite a while. It's quite unfortunate, but that's the way that the cookie crumbles sometimes. Oh, what a night. Late December back in 63. What a very special time for me. As I remember what a night. You haven't watched all the sequels? Oh yeah, I doubt I ever will. When his mother gets locked up, whose mother gets locked up? Don't I just want to ask this question? Do you still have the DC UC Signature Collection Doomsday Containment Suit and Unleashed? Yes, I do have them still. I have my entire Death of Superman, like the comics. Oh, you can't see them. I have all of them graded right there, and I do still have the containment suit, an Unleashed version. Those are great figures. Since you're 80s kid, ever seen the movie Plague Dogs or Watership Down? No, doesn't even sound familiar to me. Don't forget the Bambi. Oh, Bambi, yeah, that's true. American Tail is such a good movie. I love that. It really was. I mean, the director or the creator of that, Don Bluth, used to work for Disney. One of the last movies he did was for Disney. Was it Treasure Planet? No. Oh, I don't remember. It's maybe it was Treasure Planet. But it is like it was the first PG-13 animated movie by Disney, and after that, and it didn't do very well. Um he left, started his own studio, and that's when he did American Tail. He did Land Before Time. A lot of those movies came from him. Piece of crap compared to. What if Optimus Prime appeared in the Thanksgiving parade? I wouldn't be surprised. A few of my Transformer followers asked me if you have figures still for sale. Yeah, they can check out my Facebook page and or my YouTube channel and see it. Youngest one here? No, I don't think you're the youngest one. Dumbo's mother gets locked. Oh yeah. That was really sad. That was really sad, especially when she's singing that song to Dumbo. That's such a sweet song. Yeah, Don Bluth made some amazing films. Um, Devilman. I mean, both are really good. I do like the origin ones though, and the cartoon versions are more accurate looking than even the 7-inch Matty Collector ones. So I do tend to prefer those. You are 21. Zeta Prime's 21. Who is anybody younger than Zeta Prime? Transformed into season 3. Oh, yeah, that's a good. It's. I mean, it starts getting a little bit silly, Pringle, but that it is actually a real good series. Very special sitcom episodes you saw from Punky Brewster. Different. Oh God, yeah, yeah. A lot of those. I mean, they hit home, and it really sent a good message about things. Heath Ledger will always be my favorite, but Nicholson feels the most comic. I think that depending on the era of Joker you're looking at, they all do a pretty good job. The only one that I didn't like was that the one from like Suicide Squad, the Joker that was in that guy was fucking stupid. Jared Leto, such a dumbass. Although in that deleted scene, where Batman is in like a future where it's like apocalyptic and stuff. The like Jared Leto's Joker and that was actually really good. DJ's 20. All right, there we go. DJ might be the youngest. 30-minute crossover say. Oh, look who it is. Sigma. Andy Anderson. I mean, he did a different take on the Joker, and that's, it is what it is. I really thought that what's his face? I can't remember his name, but in the Joker movie, he did a really good job. The sequel I refuse to watch because it comes out like he wasn't even the Joker, and I'm like, well, why the fuck are you calling him the Joker? Such a dumbass movie. Like it literally, like the sequel to it literally undid all the good that was in the first Joker movie. But I think like the director is like, I didn't know anything about the Joker. Well, you just fucked it over. So good job. Well, that Vice that is actually false, and that's illegal. What you're saying, because when you put it on there, you know you can't say stuff like that. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that with your name on there, and I'm going to report you because that's you can't go around making statements like that. That's illegal, my friend. So we're going to take care of that, and we're going to now hide you. There we go. I know it's set in the early 2000s. Let me scroll up. Lost it. I know it's set in the early 2000s in a Transformers, but the scene in Armada where Optimus dies, I still need to see that. Mark Hamill is phenomenal as the Joker. Yeah. Ben Affleck. I like Ben Affleck as Batman. I didn't mind him. What do you opinion? Can't command I Novak. I haven't opened it yet, so I don't have an opinion just yet. Batman the Animated Series is the GOAT. I can't really disagree with that. I love Batman the Animated Series. Mask of the Phantasm was fantastic. Um, also Sub-Zero, the sequel, the second Batman animated series movie, really good, really good. I don't think it gets as much credit as it deserves. 33 people in here. Nice. Good to see all of you. Vlogs, Norse Vlogs. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Hey, everything helps. I appreciate you just being here. That sequel, I didn't watch either. Gotcha. Paul, what's your favorite records out of them all? I don't really have one, my friend. Keaton is Batman. Keaton did an amazing job as Batman. But that being said, everybody else that brings their own thing. I think that Christian Bale did a really good job as well and started getting really good at the end. I wish he would have continued on. Hello, Carlos. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? I'm just assuming by your first name and your last name that you speak Spanish. So if you do not, I apologize for offending you. Yeah, but I mean, people are going to go around. They're going to be trolls. It's Friday night. They're going to be trolls. But in terms of saying things like that, um, I forgot what it's called. What is the phrase when you're going around making false statements like that? It's illegal. Um, I forgot what it's slander. Um, and in print, it's called being liable. So by having it on there, you will be found liable for false statements. And I'm going to send it to YouTube. I will send it to my attorney, and we will get that taken care of. So no worries at all. Ben, yeah, well, there haven't been a lot of Batman, so it's it is what it is. Live action Alfred Pennyworth. Favorite live action, the 1989, like the original. I shouldn't say the original movie ones. So that I don't know his name, but that Alfred who played Alfred the entire time did amazing. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. DJ, you're not a channel member, so Stacy posted pictures. Apparently Thundercracker and in a video we were talking about it on my Discord that Thundercracker and Skywarp are discoloring. Well, hers are. So yeah, Clooney, although I will say that George Clooney did play a really good Bruce Wayne. The little accent that does kind of give it away. Yes, it does. If you had to pick one to kill, who would you pick? B-127, D-16, or Orion Pax? So you're saying who would I kill? Bumblebee, Megatron, or Optimus Prime? I don't want to kill any of them. Oh, vlogs! You found another $2 there. Thank you, my friend. That is your fifth super chat. That just told me that it's your 5th super chat. And it says, let's celebrate. Well, how do you do that? I don't know how to do it. There's like, let's celebrate their 5th super chat. I mean, it doesn't show anything. So I don't know. I don't know what that does. So let's see. Oh, I just zoomed in. I don't want it to be zoomed in that much. There we go. All right. Speaking of Friday night, Paul, did you watch TJ? Absolutely, I did. My favorite show. Oh God, Full House was definitely up there. I really like Full House. Um, I'd probably say Full House. That was a fun one. New Shadow figure. What's your opinion on the Sonic series? Figure wise, I don't really know, but I really enjoy the movies. I'm the reason that you got addicted to. Come on, Stacy. I don't believe that. Michael Go. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but have you read the comic for it with Billy D. Williams Two Face? No, I didn't. I didn't know that there was one. Mine's good too, DJ. But Stacy's definitely were obviously discolored. I personally don't think that George Clooney. So when you look at these characters, especially superheroes, you got the alter ego and you have the superhero. I really felt like Bruce Wayne and Batman was played very well by Michael Keaton. I think that Val Kilmer did a good job as, again, Bruce Wayne. I think that George Clooney did a good job as Bruce Wayne. I think that what's his face, Ben Affleck did a pretty good job as both Batman and Bruce Wayne. I think that Christian Bale started out really good as pretty much just Batman. By the time he got to the Dark Knight Rises, I think he was doing good at both of them. That might have just been him developing as a character. Um, the new guy from Twilight, I think, does a pretty decent job as Batman, not so much as Bruce Wayne. I have a hard time. I know a lot of people will sit there and say that like Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are the best Joker and Batman. Um, they're the best at those voices, but live action ones, I can't say that Kevin Conroy is the best Batman. He does the best Batman voice, because acting he does great as that. But when I'm seeing it on screen, live act like actual acting and voice acting are two totally different things. So I can't give it to them. Last dollar vlog, stop doing that. Stop doing that. I don't want to take your last dollar. Perfect Strangers was really good too. Power Master Optimus, that's a good one. I was going through it, like, unfortunately mine broke. Um Again, like the joints did the whole like click, they like seized kind of thing, and I kind of forced it and it broke, kind of like what's going on with my Shockwave now. But thinking about older ones, I know we were talking about it on Discord. I would love to get a vintage rail racer. Robert Patterson is doing. I mean, like, I enjoy him, but I need to see him as an older character. I think he's doing good as Batman, or Bruce Wayne. I don't know how much. I think he's good. Oh, thank you, Stacy. And I just lost Morgan. She was there for a while though. Of all the Bayverse Transformers movies, which one is your favorite? Mine would probably be Revenge of the Fallen. Wow, that's a hot take. A lot of people don't like that one. But that being said, I don't mind. I don't mind it that much either. It's not up there as a favorite of mine. I would definitely say the first 2007 movie is probably my favorite, followed very closely by the Bumblebee movie. Really like that. Um, I'd probably then say Dark of the Moon is the next one that I really enjoy. Probably then Revenge of the Fallen, then Rise of the Beast. Uh, oh, I forgot Transformers One. I probably I oh that's a lot to think about. Heath Ledger was the best Joker. I think that he did a really good job as Joker. Yeah, I mean, I love Jack Nicholson as the Joker, but it's two different time periods. But Heath, his portrayal was fantastic. If you and I could meet and get a picture at TFCon Burbank, that I mean, if I go there, absolutely, I'd be honored to do it. Yeah, Carlos, you're not wrong. Tara, hello, sweetheart. What Earthrise legacy? Um, I, I'm trying to keep most of those right now, DJ. I like the Transformers One movie. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. Novak, it's only for channel members. You're only 15. Well, stop. Well, I appreciate that, but stop spending the money that you have. He does do a lot of third party stuff. The only, and I tend to watch. I will probably watch MGo's Just Transform It. When I figure out Optimus Prime. I mean, I don't. I like his videos are good. They're clear. I think that when he transforms things, he goes by a little bit too fast. If I were to, offer some criticism, I would slow it down a little bit. Uh, so it's like I think he goes a little bit too fast with it. But I also, I mean, when I watch a regular, I get annoyed at him constantly repeating the same things. Like, hey, what's up, my peoples? MGo here, back with another, but and he goes, it's like, here's the box, and it's like, that's it for the packaging. I mean, there's so many things that he says over and over and over and over and over and over again in every single video. It just, I'm not a fan of that. Stacy, that's perfectly fine, sweetheart. Whenever you can. Whenever you can. If I'm looking for some old Transformers, would eBay really be eBay or even Mercari is a pretty good place. 90% of my YouTube childhood. Oh, nice. Thank you so much for that. I know that's part of his brand, but it's annoying for me. And that's just me. But I'm not. I mean, realistically, part of his brand was mascot, and he completely got away from involving mascot except for the very beginning. Oh yeah, I made fun of him in a video of mine a little bit ago with that. Well, in his just transform it videos, he does. I'll give him credit for that, but like it's literally a situation where Like, I just think he goes a little bit too fast, and I'm constantly rewinding when I need to figure out what I'm doing. Sneak a surprise, and you can't stop me. If they're Australian snacks, then I won't stop you. Do you still have all of your Iron Man? No, I sold a lot of those. Unfortunately. Oh, but Batman Forever. Thank you. I did sell. I just I was in a very tough spot a few months ago and pretty much sold all of them. The only things that I really have left are the Hall of Armor Iron Man suits. Um, Pretty much that's it. What are my thoughts on Sean Long and Shartimus? I know that Shartimus sent me a text when he found out that I had a heart attack, and I really appreciated that. Russ is a real stand-up guy. Sean, I haven't talked to him in a number of years, so I don't really. I know he's got a kid now. TFN, what's up? We have a lot in common, maybe. The Optibotimus looks backs. I wish I could do more of them. But it really does revolve around me buying those figures to be able to do it. And any looks back videos I leave as exclusive video for channel members. I have to screw some. Oh, we screw. Yeah, I've seen some of that stuff too. A favorite review that I've done? No, not really. None really stand out. That's a good list. That's a good group to be a part of. I appreciate that. Thank you, Seeker. What would you say is the best movie Optimus figure? Well, I haven't played with the new one, but like I'd probably say like the Dark of the Moon, um, Studio Series one. I mean, I might end. I mean, I just kind of got rid of all my movie figures, so I don't know if I want to go down that route again. Do you still have your DX09, DX08 in the Batmobile? Nope, I do not have Batman or the Joker anymore. I do still have the Batmobile. Um, that one, I really don't want to sell that. And I have the Batman Returns, Batman still. In other words, you don't have anything to look back on. I wouldn't say that, but hello, not ticks. Calling it a night. Werewolf. Good night, my friend. Skids. I mean, you can't have skids without mud flaps, so I can't pick one or the other. Oh, Rimfire. Yeah, it was just the anniversary of him passing away just a little bit ago. Rodimus Primal. Yeah, I also I really like. I find myself watching uh the basics. I forgot the guy who does them, but um the basics on he's English, I think. I enjoy watching those videos. I see the Rodimus Primal ones from time to time. Tristan, I think yours went out yesterday, I think. Are the McFarlane animated figures worth it? If you didn't get them before, yes. I would say so. Ah, Chris McFeely. Yes, yes, yes. I enjoy watching his videos. Prowl chasing Jazz for speeding. Yeah. Could you hear that too? Do you know any info about the suicide? If um, I haven't looked into it. I haven't asked anybody. I do have some friends that are in the design aspect of it, but I don't tend to ask them that because I know that they wouldn't be able to tell me. Justin's collections. I don't mind Justin. He does really good videos as well. Very clear. This is just my opinion. For a long time, I really thought that he was mostly just kind of pushing. He was able to get figures before anybody else because he had a hookup overseas, and they got him review. They got him the figures very quickly, and he was always pushing people to go to like a particular website that turned out to be like an absolute shit website. So he's recognized that, he's separated himself from it, and he always says, like, this is my figure, my opinion, but he's still advertising for that website. So that aspect I'm not a big fan of. I feel like he pushes a little bit too hard. Because obviously he's getting discounts and things of that nature from whoever's going to the website. So I kind of bothers me, but good guy, stand up guy. I enjoy his videos. Oh, get in your own apartment. Good job. I never really watched Mitch Santone. I know the name, but never really paid much attention to him. Transformers Prime Collection. Oh no, I sold pretty much all of those. Vlog. Thank you, my friend. Go get some rest. Sideswipe causing. You're not wrong. Regular toy reviews. You missed about an hour, so you missed some stuff. Almost everything has been shipped out. If you're still waiting for something, send me a message. Star Wars or Transformer reviews. Yeah, I don't do a ton of Star Wars stuff. Although, I mean, maybe I should, because the stuff that I have done, especially from like Disney and Galaxy's Edge, um, that all went over very well. A lot of people watch those. I don't know who that toy guy is. So I'm sorry. Skin. I mean, you can. I mean, I most of the Planet X stuff is really good. Yes, that is correct, Seeker. Speaking of Star Wars, what would your favorite Star Wars movie? Yeah, I'm not a big. I like Star Wars, but I don't have a favorite. The channel intro that is gone because my computer. I'm on a laptop right now. My actual main computer died a while ago now, and I haven't been able to get it fixed. So unfortunately, I don't have all that stuff to get it going again. Do Harry Potter? Harry Potter? I don't know what I could buy from Harry Potter. Although I was planning on going. There was a girl that I was seeing that we're still kind of talking, but it doesn't seem like it's all that serious on her end. But I was trying to go for my birthday. I was trying to go to Universal Studios, and I was looking up a bunch of different things there, and like wands, the Sorcerer Stone or the Philosopher's Stone, as it's known in the UK. They made replicas of those, and I was like, ooh, those are kind of cool. What are your thoughts on Devil Savior's Troublemaker? I don't know what that is. Talon, now he just pops out there. I watched part of it. I haven't gone back to watch the rest. It's fascinating though, seeing how much of a schmuck he is. Oh, dude, you just bought that yesterday. You just bought that yesterday. Novak. I mean, it starts as $2. You get access to the Discord, the channel member only live stream that I do once a month. Any kind of exclusives like I post videos early for you guys. You can watch those usually a day or so before whenever I get them up. Um, Giveaways. I haven't done one of those in a long time. But the access to the looks back videos. What do y'all recommend as a way of thinking up pegs? What? Thickening up pegs. I would use floor polish. Giant movie devastator. Oh, I no idea. What do I do for work? I am in property management now. I work as a what are we called? Community relations representative. Yeah, I saw this really fascinating thing, Stacy, where it was like a side by side that they actually like it's shot differently. So there's a scene where Hermione is talking about the Sorcerer's Stone, and then there's another version that literally exists everywhere else where she says it's the Philosopher's Stone. And I'm like, Jesus, that's amazing. The last episode of that really makes you well aware of what an evil man he is. Yeah, I need to go back and watch that. Maybe I'll do that after doing the show. Carlos, thank you. Thank you. Be safe, my friend. Floor polish, nail polish. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, we're kind of weird that way. I put Silja on that server. There you go. I work in property management too, leasing and marketing manager in student housing. Oh, that's very cool. I mean, the nice thing is I don't have to do primarily. I mean, that's probably going to change in my new assignment. I'm trying to find a permanent location, but I'm testing different things out. So the one that I had primarily been working at we don't do anything with leasing. So I don't deal with any of that kind of stuff. The new one that I'm going to be going into, though, does. So I'm going to have to learn that now. Floor polish, I just use Pledge. Things like trainers become sneakers. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Did not know that. Zeta, okay. No, things very things with Tommy and I have kind of gone south, unfortunately. He still works at factory. I do know that. But he and I haven't talked in a while. Pringle Man, I have been on YouTube since 2007. It used to be something that I could do full time. It's not now. YouTube has vastly changed. What's the Marvel pack on the shelf? That is the the Wolverine or Logan from the Logan Sabretooth pack. And then there's Jean Grey up there as well. Novak, good night to you. The first movie explained that. However, if you're going to keep bitching about Jake and Rowling, which I find highly inappropriate for a breakdown video. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Would I ever go back to work for Disney? No. Nope. Well, you could, Pringle Man, you could ask me because I'm sitting right here. And yes, I did. I mean, I like Star Wars. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not like, oh my God, Star Wars. I like it. I enjoy it. I know like the movies, but I'm not crazy about it. Star Trek now, Star Trek I'm into. DJ, good night, my friend. I would. I mean, Universal would be one that I would not mind doing, especially doing the tours over there, since I have experience with Disney doing tours. But those places they're too far. It would literally take me like an hour, hour and a half every day to drive to work. I met Peter Cullen and Frank Welker at the Edmonton Expo. Got a signed Funko Pop. Very cool. It would be hilarious. And honestly, I would probably very easily be able to get a job there, just because the amount of training and um, the level of I don't want to say prestige, but being a tour guide at Disney, knowing what I have to go through to become a tour guide at those places, all those places would look at that and like, oh my God, we would love to have this guy. What I'm freaking people. It's you can't really judge what Frank and Peter are like in real life because all you do is like meet them at a show, so they're going to be the nicest person in the world. Not that they're not nice people, but they're of course going to be the nicest. So, have you seen the Transformers, the basics? I'm pretty sure I have. Six Flags. That I mean, I no, I've never been to Six Flags. I've been to Knott's Berry Farm, which is now technically part of the Six Flag in Cedar Fair and Cedar Point in Ohio. And God could the man sing. But I mean, it's like one of those things where it's like you're meeting them in like an ideal situation where they're going there to meet their fans. They're going to be the nicest possible. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people have a very high regard of Walt Disney. And as somebody that knows, I've spoken to people that knew Walt Disney and worked at the park when he was there. Constantly, he would be passed out drunk on the benches in the park. And then people would have to go like shake him and wake him up because he was piss drunk and he was passed out on benches. I heard that multiple times from people that used to work with him. So it's like you knew Walt Disney and you saw him and everything, but he hid the fact from everybody that he smoked and that he drank like ridiculously. He literally had alcohol inside the Mark Twain, which is the big white boat that goes around the rivers of America. In the wheelhouse, he stored vodka, or not vodka, whiskey inside the boathouse so he could drink whenever we want. I mean, like it's why Club 33 had alcohol in it. So a lot of people think that Walt Disney was like an amazing person. Behind closed doors, he was completely different. He put on a facade for a lot of people. I still appreciate him. I still respect him. I still think that he did an amazing job in terms of creating, the company. Stan Lee Stan Lee was never really the person. Stan Lee, I'll just say this, was a pervert. I know I know two people that knew him in person. One was a girl who met him many, many times, and she absolutely says that, he's like, come here, sit on my lap. He would have her sit on her lap like all the times, and he would grab her ass. And like, okay. Um, Another friend of mine that I used to play hockey with, his wife used to work with Stan Lee, and Stan literally stole everybody's ideas. I mean, that's fairly well documented, but he would literally sit there, he would have a meeting. I'm like, okay, tell me what you guys got. And then they would say all this kind of stuff, and they would give him all these, oh, that's a good idea, let's yeah, let's go with that. And then he would come up with one thing like the name of the person, and then he would steal credit for it. So Stan Lee was not a very good guy either. I'm trying to. Paul, are you originally from Michigan? Judging by, yes, I'm originally from Michigan. Yes, moved out to California for work. Andrew, what's up, buddy? Oh yeah, yeah. He was like, he always had people that were there. I screwed up one time. I was at Comic-Con and Stan went to the Factory Entertainment booth, and um I don't remember how it came up, but we were sitting there talking about, we were behind the curtains, and I was talking with my friends that were there, and I brought up, and I'm like, so people are like, his assistants, that were always kind of around him. One of them was actually a nurse that was there to make sure that his health was okay, and that was very well hidden. A lot of people didn't know that, So when like we're sitting there talking, and they're like, so when his nurse comes in, don't say anything, don't make any reference to her. I'm like, Stan Lee has a nurse? And then I turn around and it's like, they're right there. I'm like, oh shit. It was funny. Completely stuck my foot in my mouth. I've heard that about Jason Momoa, that, he's a really good guy. I've heard that as well. Do I hate Bob Iger? No, I don't hate Bob Iger. So you're riding the Jared Goff MVP train. I think he's got to be in the conversation. This last game with 5 interceptions, he had thrown 4 all season long. He threw 5 in that one game. People are going to have bad games, but I can't look at over this span of 9 games. They have the one loss. I can't look at the totality of his work and yanking away from him because of the one game. He's had more positive things go for him than that one particular game. So I don't know if I would say that he's going to be the MVP because we're only halfway through the season. And you got to look at it. If Jared Goff is not on that team, is the team as successful as they are? And that's what you have to look at. He's the most valuable player. So if you take him off the team, is that team going to be good? I don't think they would be as good. So he's got to be in the conversation. I do think that the NFC playoffs are going to have to run through Detroit. I think that Detroit has, and I'm definitely not in the camp that they're the best football team in the league right now, because you still have a team that's undefeated. And I'm an old school wrestling fan, and if you guys know this saying, then you're cool with me. But to be the man, you got to beat the man. And Detroit has not beaten Kansas City. Yeah, they beat them in the regular season. That don't mean shit. Wait till the playoffs. Once Detroit is the champion, then I will say that they're the best team in football. But right now, during the regular season is a completely different thing than playoffs. So I think that they're definitely, in my opinion, the number 2 team right now. I could talk football with you guys if you want to talk football. I think that, I think that them winning the NFC is a definite possibility. They got a couple tough games. Like they just played a really rough stretch, probably the hardest part of their schedule. They just got through it. Now they have the Jaguars coming up, which on any given Sunday, any team can beat them, but Detroit should handle them fairly easily. But there's still a couple teams that are coming up. We have San Francisco later on this season. We have Buffalo coming up. The Colts are a decent team. There are some good teams that are still left to play. We got like Chicago 2 more times. We got Green Bay. We got the Vikings. Detroit has beaten. They haven't played Chicago yet. But Detroit has stepped up in the NFC North, so I could do a whole live stream about football. The Chiefs are winning because of Swift. I don't know if I'd say that. Oh, happy belated birthday. The Steelers. Oh, man. Patrick Stewart would be amazing. I would love to meet Patrick Stewart. That would be a once in a lifetime kind of thing. Kelly actually met him at Disney when she worked at Disney. He went on Jungle Cruise, and she got to be the skipper for him because she was a trainer for Jungle Cruise. So they wanted to have like the best person on there. So they put her on there, and she said that he was an absolute pleasure to have. Everyone that isn't a Chiefs or Packers fan will be rooting for the Lions in the Super Bowl. Probably. You're not wrong. Yeah, Jacksonville's going to struggle. And they're going to be playing in Detroit, so to football not being soccer. Nah, sorry. Just wording. Do a football Sunday live stream. That'd be fun. Honestly, I don't think that losing Hutch is as big of a deal. I mean, obviously, he's a phenomenal pass rusher, but I think that losing him is and the rest of the team stepping up. I mean, we lost them and we still played some really hard games and we won them. The rest of the defense stepped up. I think that's why they did not go for Max Crosby. Apparently, they went for him. It wasn't that they didn't go for him. They went for him and they were turned down, but it wasn't as I feel like they could have really have like made a better offer for it. But Zadarius Smith, they were I mean, he was apparently on the market, but they were looking for like like I want to say they were looking for like a third or fourth round pick for him. But when the trade deadline came around, nobody really needed one except for Detroit. So he slid down. And, that's why they got a really good deal on him, I think, because there wasn't that much of a demand, honestly. So he was probably going to go for more if more people needed it. And then, you go back and forth. Well, Detroit's offering me a fourth round. What are you going to offer me? Well, I'll offer you a third round. Okay, well, then you can have him. So nobody else was really looking for him. So there wasn't much of a negotiation kind of thing. But I think that Zadarius is a solid pass rusher. I think that he's going to bring a lot of that grit that Detroit likes to have in their team. And I think that if we're able to get him for next season as well, you're going to have Hutch and Zadarius. That's going to you're screwed. That offensive line is going to be amazing. Phineas and Ferb, it's old, but yeah, I've seen it. Not in a while, but yeah. Oh, what do you think about the New England Patriots? Don't really care about them. Zeta, have a good night. Have a good night. He's a solid replacement. I don't think. I mean, he's older. I think it's a little bit different. Like I said, because he's a little bit older, I don't think he's as fast as Hutch is, realistically. Still have the same heart, still have the same drive. So, very, very complimentary. But I think that Max Crosby, if he's like A-list, Zadarius is like B plus. And I think that they settled for that because they saw the rest of the team defense step up. So they didn't need to get a Crosby. Everybody said that they needed to get Crosby. I never did. I'm like, if the team can step up, and they did, you don't need to go balls to the wall, because getting a Max Crosby would have meant you would have had to have given up like a first or second round pick to get him. It's I'm not one of the people that get super hard pressed about the naming. No, I can understand that. My Giants and the Eagles are the only two teams to beat Brady in the Super Bowl. Eagles are playing really good football too. Eagles, they're gonna come out. They're gonna challenge. I could easily see it. I could easily see the Eagles in there as well. I still think my favorite celebrity I've met is Peter Cullen, but I did find out Jason Isaac is coming to a con near me next year. And I said, oh, yeah, that'll be good. I don't mind Tom Brady. I was a fan of Tom Brady when he played for Michigan. I'll tell you what. And I'm seeing similar things. Like I'm seeing a lot of Lions fans being assholes, and I can't stand that. Because you haven't won shit yet. So you don't get to have the ego yet. But the Patriots, I don't have a problem with the Patriots, but the Patriots are very much like the Cowboys. When the Cowboys were winning all the time, it creates a sense of I'm better than you amongst the fans, and I don't like that attitude. One person I wish I could have met in prison. Lucy Lawless, yeah. Zena, the warrior princess. Peter Cullen. I mean, I've been to different conventions where Peter Cullen has been there. I never met him. Whenever you do a lot of those kind of things like BotCon and things like that, you have to pay like a lot of money. I remember when I met Judd Nelson, it was like an extra $400 to meet him, and I'm like, I didn't like paying that much. So we have dropped down to 16 people watching from like a high of 30 some. Probably because it's getting much later. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, freak out. Freak out. Freak out. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up here in a few minutes. Skent, you grew up on Xena, yeah, and then what's his face Hercules turned into like a bit of a dick. He's a Donald Trump supporter. Frankly, he likes watching Donald Trump, and I'm glad. Here we are. We're gonna do amazing things. We're gonna bring together everybody in the country, and frankly, most people are gonna understand that Donald Trump is the president again. And he's going to be doing all sorts of amazing things to make America great again. We're going to get rid of China. We're going to make them go completely away. Whenever they send us the stuff, we're going to charge you a shit ton more to have this stuff in. And frankly, most people are going to pay for it because they're going to want to have that. I'm done doing that. No, I mean, and Xena was, very, very powerful. That was one thing that was really cool. So I watch NHL. I haven't watched a lot of NHL because the Red Wings have sucked. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, Stacy. It is what it is. I mean, looking at things, I don't support Donald Trump. Wasn't overly thrilled about Kamala Harris either, to be honest. I didn't like how she got the nomination, to be quite frank. When she was running back in 2020, she did not win a single primary. I mean, Pete Buttigieg won more primaries than she did. She didn't win anything. And it was just like handed to her this time. And I'm like, no, that's not how it should be. She didn't have to earn it. She didn't have to work hard for it. So it bothered me how she got in, but my values more aligned with that kind of stuff. So I was like, whatever. Lesser of two evils, in my opinion. With Trump, I am hopeful, though. I mean, I am a Democrat that will say that I am hopeful that he can do all the stuff that he says that he wants to do. I mean, if he can make gas and food prices come down, cool. If you know, if he can do all that, great. I mean, there's a lot of shit that he does that I don't like that he's doing, you know, like women's reproductive rights and things of that nature. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's I'm not a fan of. But we'll see how it goes. I'm hopeful that he will do good. And that's what it comes down to. We have to, fortunately, he is our president, whether you voted for him or not, just like Joe Biden was our president, whether you voted for him or not, Barack Obama, whatever the case may be. You just got to hope that they will put our interests above their own. So we'll see. You were sad when Xena ended. Yeah, I could see that. It was a completely different kind of show. That was really cool. Dave Coulier, yes, he's a big Red Wings fan. And he was diagnosed with, I think it was stage 3 prostate cancer. I think, but he started, and they're like, we got it early, so this is definitely something that is doable. What if Hasbro made a new Power Glide? I think they need to make a new Power Glide. Think your brother is high again. Oh, okay. That's true. Got to make the best of the. I mean, hopefully the tariffs don't. So the whole tariff thing, people seem to think, or people that are uneducated. Here's the thing. Simple. Say you are a company that makes T-shirts. You're buying these T-shirts from China. The tariffs do not apply to China. You're going to buy it from China. China sets the price. Tariffs are only put on things that are imported once it's imported. So if it costs you $10 to import or to buy this shirt, you pay $10 to that Chinese company. This is economics 101 for you guys. $10. When it comes to the port, to import it, to bring it in to the country, you, as the T-shirt seller who's trying to sell T-shirts here in the United States, has to pay that tariff. So if it's a $2 tariff, say you sell these shirts for $15. Now that shirt, you pay $10 to China to get this shirt made. Now you have to pay another $2 to bring that shirt into the country. So now your shirt costs $12. You only sell it for $15. That only means you make $3 profit. So you're going to increase the cost of that shirt from $15 to now $17 to cover that $2 expense, right? So now that cost goes up to $17. The logic that Trump is imposing on this is to say, well, then that'll keep companies making products here in the United States. So if I want to make this shirt, instead of paying $10 to China, I then pay somebody here in the United States. So I now don't have to pay that $2. I'm going to pay them whatever. The problem with that, though, is the cost of living here in the United States is much higher than in China. Much higher. And I mean, I know people hate saying it, but like in the sweatshops, they don't make that much money. Realistically, it is a decent amount of money for them over there. But if they're getting paid $5 an hour here in the United States, you're going to have to pay them $20 an hour to make this same $10 shirt. So your cost by having it made in the United States, which is what Trump wants to do, is going to make everybody's cost go up because it's going to cost more to pay somebody in the United States than it would be to pay them in China. So his logic is flawed because businesses are going to want to have the cheaper option to do it. So having this stuff be made and produced here in the United States would be fantastic. But companies that deal in a lot of merchandise get it from China because it's cheaper, which means that when it comes over to buy this shirt or if this toy, if this costs $20 to make and they put a tariff on it, it costs $20 to make this. Now it's going to cost $25 for Hasbro to come in here and they sell it for $30. They're going to raise the price $5, which is going to directly affect buyers. Simple economics. Favorite episode of G1? I like the Dinobot episodes. Hello, Dead Eyes. Yeah, the breast cancer. Oh, Stacy, that's beautiful. You're right. Yeah, ultimately the consumers who's going to pay more for it. So that's why they keep calling it a tax on the consumers. It's not really a tax, but we're going to pay higher prices. I mean, plastic is plastic no matter where you get it from. Oh yeah, Australia's going to be fucked. What are the best G1 representations? Most of the Studio Series stuff. I would go with those. Some of the Kingdom, Earthrise, some of those are really good. A lot of the stuff that we've been getting recently, basically masterpiece level, but cheaper. Getting slightly less tired. Oh, now my views or my viewers shot up to 21 now. Not necessarily can be spotted depending on the company. China isn't just cheaper because it's worse. Everything is cheaper. Their overall, yeah, because again, like I said, cost of living is cheaper over there. They don't have to pay as much. Think of it this way: a lot of people, for example, avocados. The majority of avocados in this country come from California. California deports all the, let's not even call them illegal aliens. There's a lot of migrant workers that work here that are here legally to work, but they don't get paid nearly as much as somebody like me. I'm going to get paid, I'm going to work in a field and get paid $25 an hour. A migrant worker will pick those same avocados and they have to pay them $10 an hour, which is still above the federal minimum wage, which is fucking retarded. Sorry, I shouldn't say that word. I apologize. Please forgive me. It's the dumbest idea that our federal minimum wage is so low. But that being said, you can pay somebody $10 or you can pay me $25. They're going to go with the person that they can pay less to. So again, you take all that away and then you're going to have jobs that, legal people work at, but you're going to have to pay them a lot more. Yes, I do have Studio Series 86 Optimus. Why do people always ask that? Pay attention to me on social media. Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Look at that stuff. I don't know. Do you say Yaru? I mean, yeah, same for me. The Revenge of the Fallen Optimus, it looks really good. I don't have that one, but a lot of the 3-0 figures are really good. I'll show you a lot of this stuff. It's it's more costly to ship things over there because everything has to be like in big boats and things like that. So it's more costly. So it costs more money to go there. Especially since like you can see it whenever you ship things there. It's always ridiculously expensive to ship things there. Companies don't want to pay that because they're going to lose money. So they pass that cost on to the consumer. Yeah, regular people don't want to do those jobs. That's why you don't see a massive amount of white people that look like me picking fruit and vegetables here in Southern California. People like me don't do those jobs. Not that we can't. Most of them don't want to do it, which is, it is what it is. But you're gonna now have to start paying them because you're gonna deport everybody that was doing that stuff before. So now you're gonna have to pay a lot of people. There's gonna be a lot of jobs that are gonna be open. So you're gonna have people that, to incentivize them to come to work, to get a white person to go out on the fields and pick all the different fruits and vegetables, you're going to have to incentivize us by paying us a lot more money. So again, minimum wage is this. You're going to have to incentivize because you're going to have a giant gap and you're going to have a lot of demand. So when you have a demand and you don't have the people to fill that demand, you need to pay them more to make them want to go work for them. So you're going to pay $10 to a Mexican who would pick avocados, or you're going to pay $30 for a white guy to do it. Which, guess what happens? Makes that avocado that you buy a hell of a lot more expensive at the grocery store. I've heard of AliExpress. A lot of people get like NECA figures from AliExpress. You're not wrong, Stacy. You're not wrong. I did not know that how come that is the reason for not having a house manufacturing. Is it because it's more expensive to produce it? Well, I don't necessarily understand what you're saying. Um, so if you could reword that. DX33. Which one's the DX33? Like the just tell me the figure. Also before you go to Oh, I don't like doing Super Bowl predictions. I would love it if the Lions won. I mean, I'm hopeful. You are the largest island in the world. I mean, a lot. So a lot of the stuff that you see in AliExpress that are KOs are legitimately made at the same factories that make the official ones. But if that's why NECA has always had a problem, but they're the same exact figures with the same exact quality. The biggest thing is a factory will charge a company X amount of dollars to do this. NECA will, create the molds and things like that. That's what the factory makes. Once they're done with it, then they have to do it. So, or then they have to, give the figures to the figures. So they're not making all the profit on that. These factories keep the mold and then they make the same figure. They don't have any overhead because NECA already paid to have those molds, which costs thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to make. They don't have to pay that. They can literally use the materials that they already had there, make the figure. It's the exact same figure, exact same quality. Um, Sell it through AliExpress, and it's all profit for them. Only island that is also a continent. I did not know that. Well, I knew you were a continent, but I didn't even think about that. Oh, the Joker. Yeah, I mean, I like it. You know, the hair thing is weird though. Rooted hair, I'm not. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, again, like in-house manufacturing. If you're talking about like AliExpress and stuff, that's basically what it comes down to. They don't have to come up with the overhead of creating the molds and things like that. Like I said, they literally can just, Hasbro will pay to have this mold made. Once it's done and they're making the figures, then they're selling them to Hasbro, and Hasbro's getting them, and they're doing their own thing. But then they got the molds that are sitting there, so they can literally use the molds, make the same figure, all profit. We also have what I believe to be half the world's most poisonous. Yes, Stacy, which is terrifying. Which are Japanese shows featuring Transformers, but I don't remember. I'm trying to buy a Transformer right now. There's there's hundreds of Transformers. I don't know. I don't know which one to recommend to you. Yeah, but in terms, I mean, cost of living. I mean, it's different when you look at it, compared to Australia and here. Australia was originally a prison colony for the UK. Well, they're also afraid of dingoes. No, like I said, I don't get a lot of third party stuff. The Studio Series 86 Springer is a phenomenal figure. Really, extremely well done. Better than the Siege one. And if anybody wants to buy the Siege one, I got that. I'll sell it to you as well. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Classic line. Classic. But all right, my friends. I think I'm gonna wrap things up for the evening. Okay. Um, there's a snake in my boot. Sandstorm's a good one too. Yeah. Drop bears aren't real. Oh Lord. Poisonous spiders, and can't forget the crocodiles. Right, you get the crocodile. You have to have the crocodile, honey. You got to have him, and you have what's his name? Crocodile Dundee. You have him too. He's a fun one. He is. But all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap things up. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. Like I said, it's a fun time to have to be alive. Has a dingo ever eaten by a crocodile? Oh, for the love of God. Um, I'm glad too, Andrew. I'm glad too. I think I'll either go for him or Siege Astral Train. Oh, the Siege Astral Train is a good one. Yowie? Oh, for the love of God. Talon, we could talk football some more. we both could like do that all day long. But all right, my friends, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go get some rest. Seeker of the Matrix, you take care of yourself, buddy. Skint, love you. Stacy, love you as well. Love everybody that's in here. Yaru, thanks for swinging by. But until next time, this is Optibotimus saying, palm in your face.